everyone. I am Dr. Yipeng, the Associate Dean for Research at Illinois College of Optometry. Today, it's my great pleasure to invite Dr. Dan Roberts, the Director for Student Research, and Dr. Zoltoski join me. We have a very exciting news to announce. First time in ICO history, we have been approved to start a new research program, an advanced research program, Master of Science in Clinical Vision Research. It will be a joint OD-MS program. This program will offer unique opportunity for students to learn and engage in cutting-edge research and opened up more opportunities for their future career. So 3 of us will discuss and cover the detailed information of the OD-MS joint program. So we are going to cover the detailed information for this program. So first, Dr. Roberts, can you give us background and a rationale for developing this program?
Yeah, sure. So there's been sort of a natural evolution of student research here at the college. Many years ago, one of the goals was to sort of nurture and develop and get students more involved in research. So one of the things that we did several years ago was develop a summer research program for students. They had had other opportunities prior to that to get involved in research, such as work with other faculty, the independent study course. But the summer research program was an opportunity for students to spend the summer between their first and second year on a dedicated research project. That program has been very successful over the last several years, and it was sort of a natural evolution to sort of evolve into other teaching research opportunities for faculty and students. And so we've thought about a Master of Science program for quite some time, and we felt like this was a sort of a good time to pursue this.
So actually, before my time, I know ICO has been trying to have a MS degree a while ago and was not successful. So what's your input? Why this time we can make this happen?
Well, I just think, again, it's sort of an evolution of research that's occurred here at the college. Over time, we've had more and more faculty get involved in research. The caliber and the number of research projects has evolved. And so with an evolution of the faculty and a developing interest in research, that's sort of carried over into the student program as well. So I think it's just sort of a gradual cultural change that we felt like this is important. The profession in general also has been evolving, with optometric research being more and more integral into developing and helping, the profession mature.
Yeah, and also we have the graduate with research honor, right? For the past 5 or 6 years, every year we have, very talented student, working hard student. They have the graduate with research honor, right? Okay, when will be the official starting date for this program?
Yeah, so we're aiming to start in the fall of 2026. So applications would be received during the summer of 2026. So about a year from now. Yeah, a year from now.
So Dr. Zoltoski, who can apply for this program?
Any of the students who are currently here at ICO can do it. The idea is that they would start at the beginning of their second year with some of the coursework and things like that. So the applications would be submitted for students who are currently enrolled here. Since it's a combined OD master's degree, they need to be completing both of them.
So you are talking about August, the student who joined ICO in August.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Yep, so students who are starting this August would be the first class that would be eligible to participate in the program.
So when will be the application accepted? The student will know, okay, I'm in the program.
Yeah, so we're aiming for, it would probably be early to mid-July a year from now. So early to mid-July 2026.
Okay. And can you talk about the curriculum for the MS program?
Sure. So It's because it's a joint degree program, there will be dual coursework, meaning that some of the coursework that students are already taking for the OD program will also count toward the master's degree program. Those are courses in anatomy, ocular physiology, vision science, geometric optics. On top of that, there'll be an additional 25 hours, which will involve the students' research project hours, as well as
Credit hour,
credit hours, right? As well as courses in ethics, writing, and biostatistics. There also will be seminar courses where students will attend presentations by other faculty and have discussions and what have you.
Wonderful. And you talk about the summer research program, Dr. Roberts. Is this program tied to that program, or is this program, student go through the summer research program? Can only them apply for this program?
Yeah, well, it's anybody can apply to the program. It is tied to the summer research program to some degree, in that students who are in the summer research program can actually get retro credit sort of retroactively for the research that they do during the summer between their first and second year. So they would actually get credit hours for that. So students who attend the summer research program obviously have projects that are already up and running. The success of those projects, will be known at that point in time. So it's sort of natural for those students to evolve into the master's program if they desire to do so. Having said that, we have other students who get involved in research as well, who can't participate in the summer research program for one reason or another. Perhaps their schedules don't allow for them to spend the time between first and second year here. So we invite those students to apply also. So it's very related to the summer research program, but it's not exclusively dedicated towards students who are in the summer research program.
Sorry, the other thing is that the project that they're working on for the summer research program would need to be extended to account for the master's program. That project is not probably sufficient in the sense that they may need additional subjects or answer some additional questions. So it is unlikely that they would complete their entire research during their summer research program.
Yeah. Is that a tuition for this program?
Yeah, there is tuition for the program. It's comparable to the tuition costs for the OD program. So there are additional hours that the students do have to pay for. We're hoping that there will be scholarship opportunities for students to defray some of those costs. And I know that, administration is working on that right now.
Very good. So Dr. Zoltoski, for those students who go through the ODMS joint program and they finish the training, they graduate, and how can they use the training and the knowledge after they graduate?
For some of our students, it will open up and they'll be able to extend on it in residencies and fellowships that they can do after they graduate, and then it will make them more eligible or give them an extra step up for faculty type positions and things like that, because they have that experience with research. Some of the optometry schools, you either have a clinical or a research position. This would help them get into that research position if that was something that they would be more interested in. And so it helps make them a more rounded candidate for some of the things they would like to do. In addition to that, there are companies that are looking for students or optometrists that have that extra research training, because that is a component of what they would be doing there. Some students will start off in the clinic and then over time realize that they want something in addition and be able to go to a company, say that is looking at contact lens design or retinal drug design or retinal imaging or something along those lines. And those students would, again, not necessarily be, the candidate but definitely have a step up for doing that type of work. I've talked recently to quite a few of our alumni who have done things like that, and they feel that having a program like this might have helped them realize that that is how they would have liked to use their degree, potentially a little bit earlier, or something along those lines. And they're quite content with sort of how they've used their careers. And that got started from them being a student here, being involved in the independent study, getting involved in some of the baseline research. It hasn't, unfortunately, been long enough for the summer research program for us to see that. But I'm sure we'll start seeing some of that with some of those students as well.
Wonderful. So a lot of not just academia opportunities, industry, and also leadership. I see, many ODs, they went through the extra training for the research, and then now they are in leadership, either for research or for OD program or for related to optometry career. So Dr. Roberts, how will this program, the ODMS joint program, benefit ICO in the long term?
Yeah, so there are lots of ways I think that it's going to help the program. First of all, it's going to add to the culture of evidence-based training. I think giving our students a foundation in evidence-based training is important. It'll add to, I think, opportunities for our faculty to work with students. I think in general, teaching the students that these opportunities are there, again, will help students think about opportunities down the road that they probably wouldn't have thought about. I think you're going to see a lot of students eventually end up in PhD programs, probably because of the culture change here. So I think you're going to see a lot of benefits in terms of students and faculty at the institution, and the reputation of the institution as well. I think our students who go out into the field are ambassadors of our program, and I think the credentials that they carry with them obviously is going to benefit the reputation of the institution.
Very good. And faculty is a heart of the institution. And Dr. Zoltoski, and definitely this program need faculty to mentor the students. And how do you see the faculty benefit from this ODMS program?
Part of our responsibility here is to continue research and to do research to advance optometry. And so by mentoring students to do that, we are advancing optometry not only by producing alumni that have that experience, but we're also benefiting ourselves because we are showing that we're good mentors and that we're able to get some good quality research out of ICO. And that is part of what we are required to do to be on faculty here at ICO.
You're twins.
And just one other thing is for the summer research program, we see that a lot. We have students that go to meetings. We go with them to help them through that process. Or for me this year, I submitted my own data, which I haven't done in many years. And so it was an opportunity for me to kind of get back into the meeting, getting some of that stuff going, looking at that research and pushing some studies to completion. And that is always beneficial to faculty as well as the alumni, the students and the alumni from ICO.
So this is very helpful. We talk about a lot of, detailed information about the program. So if students have questions about this program, how can they, who should they ask? How can they find the useful information?
So students, there's on the SharePoint internal website that we have here at the college, we have a site that's dedicated to the MS program, and that's being updated on an ongoing basis, and students can always link to that and find out information about the basics of the program and the curriculum and what have you. And then they can always reach out to myself or other members of the Student Research Committee.
And another way that you will learn information about the program is during the orientation for the first years. We do a short presentation on the summer research project, and we'll include that in this as well. And then usually early in December, we have a meeting of those students who are interested in the summer research program, and we'll include the master's program as well in that, where you can come meet some faculty who are doing research, ask questions, and get a better understanding of what those programs are about.
Very good. So we have the SharePoint, we also have step-by-step introduction to the program and also orientation, many opportunities for the student to think about the program, know more things about the program, and then decide if they want to apply for the program. And so Dr. Dan Roberts is a chair for the Student Research Committee, and Dr. Zoltoski is a committee member for the student research. So in summary, we have covered the structure of the ODMS program, and we talk about the mentorship for ICU faculty and the possible career pathway for those potential applicants. And I want to say to the upcoming ICU students, this program is for you. So with access to the world-class faculty and the collaborative research environment at ICU and the professional network which are necessary for your impact career, and together you will have great opportunity to develop critical thinking, to learn research skills, and to have successful career. No matter, you decided to work in private practice, group practice, industry, or academia. So the ODMS join the program will be the launchpad for your successful career. Thank you, Dr. Dan Roberts, and thank you, Zoltoski, and thank you everyone for your time.